This is for the sparkly unicorn diary that contains your thoughts that you are considering leaving this world. This may be the only safe place for you to wrestle the demons of self-hate tormenting you. This is for that song you played 200 times when it seemed like it was the only thing keeping you rooted to this plane of existence. For the author that wrote a character you're sure was based on your life, a life she deemed worthy and fantastic. For a teacher who said, "You're really good at this," and kept saying it until whatever it was started to ring true. For a mom who drove you to every lesson, practice, rehearsal, and in doing so taught you that progress is so often made in the tiny steps of just showing up and doing, even if the doing doesn't feel like it's accomplishing anything. For a dad who cheered from the sidelines and brushed off a bad performance by saying that happens. It's just part of playing this game you want to play. This is for your friends who don't think you're a mess, or do, but love you for all your warts or pimples, bad hair, and dramatics. This is for your cat who keeps your secrets and your dog who licks your tears, even though that's a bit gross. This is for the doctor who says, "We'll keep adjusting the medication until we find one that works." This is for the acupuncturist who says, "Get your butt in here 3 times a week and we'll get you off the medication." This is for the aunt who doesn't mind pissing off the doctors or the acupuncturists if it gets you the right therapy or referral. For an uncle who accidentally lets a family secret slip that explains this weird silence that everyone dances around because he knows that most secrets ferment in the dark into a shame that runs through the generations. This is for the youth minister who says, "You're not crazy for believing that, you're normal." This is for the school social worker who says, "You're not crazy, but that is not normal," as she reaches for the phone. This is for the pastor's wife that hugs you a coffee hour after that mortifying video of you is posted online and says in a voice loud enough for everyone to hear, "I'm glad there wasn't an internet when I was growing up or I'd never be a pastor's wife." Don't listen to the trolls, honey. They're sad, sick people and they haven't lived like us, as she fires warning glances to her parishioners in whispered clusters. This is for the drag queen who showed you that if you don't like who you are, you can put on a wig and equal parts makeup and attitude and fake it until you are fabulous. Because we are always reinventing ourselves, but sometimes you need the stage and the soundtrack to show it off. This is for that anonymous man on the suicide hotline who says he cares even though he's never met you and that you are brave and worthy and strong and valuable. This is for that small teen writing program that creates a safe place for you to tell your story that thinks your quirks are not to be corrected but celebrated. And if there is no one like that in your life, this is for those YouTube videos with stories of people who have gone through your life or worse and come out the other side of high school to a better world. And if you are on the other side of school and it still isn't better, this is for knowing that you have a tribe out there that will hold you in the wolves' circle and cheer you when you take those first steps into a life that is not lived for anyone but you. And until that tribe appears, this is for you, for holding fast to a vision that they will be found in your art, your work, your mission, your politics, but that you might need to be the one that makes the first call. This is for that power that keeps us reaching out, who knows that when we reach out, we reach up, and that power will flow into and through us until we shine like the stars we are made of. And finally, this is for that sparkly unicorn diary that contains your thoughts that you are staying in this world. You still wrestle the demons of self-hate, but now the sparkly unicorn brandishes a sword, a symbol of the warrior you have become. Woo!